What are the pros and the cons of living in Terrell, Texas? That's one of the most common questions that I get from clients that are looking to move into the area. So today we're going to look at the good and we're also going to look at the bad. Now you're going to want to stay to the end because some of the bad can actually cost you money. Now if we're just meeting, my name is Jaime Resendiz. Welcome to the DFW Homeowner YouTube channel, where you'll find real estate information that no one else is sharing with you. All right, so let's dig into it. Terrell, Texas is located east of Dallas, which has about an hour and 15-minute commute to get to downtown Fort Worth, a 40-minute commute to get to downtown Dallas, and about an hour commute to the DFW International Airport. Now, one of the biggest reasons that so many of our clients place Terrell on their short list of cities to consider is because of the cost of living. Real estate prices in Terrell are quite reasonable. For the amount that you would spend on an average home in Dallas, you're able to afford quite the house out in Terrell. You're essentially going to have options. You can either buy a home that's already existing or you can build from scratch, given that there's local builders in the area right now building new build homes. Now, the second pro is the proximity to Dallas. This too is another big reason that so many of our clients go with Terrell, because many of our clients are actually relocating to Dallas, Fort Worth. So they have a job either in Dallas, in Arlington, Fort Worth, Frisco, McKinney, and on and on. But the challenge with those cities is that the real estate prices are a little bit on the higher end. So our clients look for suburbs that have reasonable real estate prices and are close to Dallas, which is exactly what they get here in Terrell. They're able to buy a larger home for whatever their needs are, and it typically comes with a larger lot. In other words, you're able to buy a lot more real estate to fit your specific needs. But the trade-off is one that we need to talk about in the con section. But before we do that, let's hit up pro number 3, and that's that small town feel. Terrell is that stereotypical small Texas town, which typically comes with a historic downtown, a strong sense of community, and a Friday night light scene in the fall. This is essentially a small community where you're going to get to meet your neighbors, and you're also going to get to do life with them, meaning that you're going to run into somebody that you know, whatever it is that you're doing. Now, for some of you, that might sound like a nightmare, and I get it. And by the way, if you're finding value in this video, let me know that you're here by commenting Terrell down in the comment section. Because now we need to talk about some of the cons. What are the downsides of living in Terrell? Well, let's talk about that con that I was alluding to earlier, and that's its location. Yes, I know for pro number 2, I did bring up the proximity to Dallas as it being a strength, and that is still absolutely the case. The actual challenge becomes the commute and traffic that you're going to run into on a day-to-day basis. At some point, that commute does get taxing. It's happened with all of our clients. The first month, you know what? It's not so bad. But when you get to that 6th month, that year, that 2 years, going to work or going to wherever it is that you're going to in the Metroplex becomes a chore, largely because of the unpredictable nature of traffic. So moving out to Terrell is not going to be for everybody, especially if you have life going on in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex quite frequently. As an example, if you need to get to Frisco on a day-to-day basis, well, Terrell might not be the best fit for you because it's too far into the Metroplex and you're going to find yourself with over 2 hours of commute every single day. And of course, there's no public transportation from Terrell, so you need a reliable vehicle to get you there and back. The second con to living in Terrell are the things to do, aka the entertainment scene. You're not going to really find a lot of dining options or shopping options, and you're certainly not going to find a nightlife. This is a small suburb after all. You don't expect to see these things in a smaller town like this. So for that treat or that night out on the town, you're essentially going to need to get to Dallas. Now, the third downside of Terrell is the high property taxes. The property tax rate in Terrell is among the highest across the DFW Metroplex. Now, again, to be fair, the average real estate prices are on the low end, but when you're talking about paying property taxes, you have to keep in mind that you're paying those every single year. Eventually, you're going to pay off your home regardless of how much it was, but the property taxes, those are for life. Now, there are ways to lower the property taxes altogether, either by applying a homestead exemption to it or protesting your property taxes every single year, but you can only do so much. Now, overall, the reason that so many of our clients select Terrell over all the other cities is because the lower cost of living, all of the new build homes that are going up, and that small town feel. Which is why we at the DFW Homeowner YouTube channel give Terrell a 3.7 out of 5. So if Terrell has piqued your interest and you want to learn more about the city, all the way back to when it was founded, check out this video right here. Or if you're ready to check out some Terrell real estate, check out our list of preferred homes linked down in the description.